Anthony Richardson's going to be great. And you know why he's going to be great? Because he got a chance to talk to Travis Scott, Michael Rubin, and Tom Brady just yesterday when they were in Los Angeles for an NFLPA rookie event. They fulfilled all their obligations at the NFLPA rookie event. That had to be reported very loudly.
Okay.
And then
True professionals.
Yeah, true professionals doing what they have to do. And then while they were there, before the plane took off to get out of L.A., they snuck in another meeting with who? Oh, I don't know, a couple billionaires. Oh, about what? Oh, building a brand and being a high-profile human being.
Yeah.
It was Anthony Richardson, and he decided to let Bryce Young, Will Levis, and C.J. Stroud join him. Very nice of AR setting this whole thing up.
All right.
And this was a message that Tom Brady, Rubin, and Travis Scott said to the young quarterbacks about to take over the NFL.
Don't have a video for this.
No.
Okay.
Was there a video? Who was speaking?
Tom
Tom.
and Rubin and Scott.
Tom looks awesome.
Didn't even know there was.
Thought for sure we had it. That's 100%.
I didn't know
on
there
me.
was a video.
And as I was leading up to that, I was getting zero response as if we didn't. So 100% on me there. But the speech that Tom Brady gave, good.
Yeah, very good.
Very good. Hey, when shit hits the fan, he said, you need to work harder, is what he told these people, which I think is a good piece of information. Rubin talked about his work ethic and what he has to do, and then Travis Scott said some things. Then there was another video that came out where Tom was talking about being the first-round pick and a second-round pick. This is that one, I do believe.
In the end, that's not real that big of a deal. Going first overall, in the end, it's not a big deal. Right? It's great. You got opportunity. You're probably gonna be paid more than anyone for a time period. But I was drafted, 199. I just outlasted everybody. There's another me back there, right? So how do I keep my edge on everybody?
Nice.
I had to keep working. I didn't go, hey, I'm good, right? I won 3 Super Bowls. I'm good.
Travis Scott.
There's another me out there, he said. You know? I think what he was giving them was an incredible piece of motivation, and I hope that they were listening, obviously. There's a couple other clips of Rubin talking and Travis Scott talking as well, and them trying to tell them, like, hey, incredible opportunity ahead of you. But I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. How many of them are going to go on to become great? And I think that's what Tom's trying to tell them. Like, we have no idea which one of you.
Yeah.
Or if all of you, or if any of you are going to be able to go. But here's some advice. What a weapon for them. And I really appreciate Tom doing that, and Rubin and Travis Scott, obviously.
Well, think how valuable it is, the fact that not only they got to sit there and listen to that, and though they will remember that, I'm sure it had to be really cool for all of them, but they exchanged info, and they can reach out to them throughout the year, throughout however many years they're in the league, and just pepper them with whatever questions they have. And I would assume, I saw when they said they were going to talk about like being entrepreneurs and whatever, branding. I'm sure Tom and everyone was like, hey, you got to figure out football first. Like, you got to be good on the field first. Make sure that is situated, and then you have all these other opportunities you can try to take advantage of.
Some guy, I forget who it was, came onto our team, and I just so happened to be, hanging around the room in which the conversation took place. A guy asked Peyton, he was like, hey, I want to have all the commercials and everything, and I want to – what is this? Why does this keep doing this? I'm not happy with this thing.
I mean,
wait till you hear the Stern talking to maybe. I'm gonna have it.
I told you what you could do.
That's not
whiskey.
What?
You could try it. That doesn't work as well.
You're saying
as what your own fluids will do.
Oh. You're talking about drinking. I'm not doing that. Anyways, I heard this person ask Peyton, hey, I want to build the brand, do marketing, do commercials. I want to be spokesperson for somebody. And the only answer that was given, and I don't know if Peyton took the lead on it or his business partner at the time took the lead on it, but somebody basically said, like, being great at football. That's number one.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know how you get all this other stuff is you're great at football. If you're average at football, you might be able to work yourself into some of these things, but they will not be as long-lasting or as big of affecting that you want it to be. You're going to have to be great at football. That's number one. And then everything else will kind of follow that later. And that sometimes gets lost with some people, I think. Don't you think, AJ?
Absolutely, because they are kind of – from a young age now told about, hey, like your brand and all that, which I think it sucks when anyone talks about their own brand. It's weird. I don't know, whatever. But they are your own brand, and you have to kind of represent yourself that way. But if you don't play well, it doesn't matter. That stuff's not there. But you can do both. Like, you can be
Of course.
a superstar like Peyton Manning and still be awesome in commercials and pick and choose and be out there and make all that money and have a big profile, but still take care of business on the field.
Now, Baker Mayfield, I guess, would be the only outlier here. And when he was in all those commercials, the Browns won a playoff game.
Exactly.
And made it into the play. Now he's not in them as much because he hasn't been on a team, I guess, in general, or a winning team for a little bit, as the guy has a chance to do it down in Tampa again. And if they get back into the spotlight and they're doing great, those commercials will probably come because a lot of people have seen how great he is in those commercials. But the people you see on those commercials during games, those people are who people think are the face of the NFL.
Yes.
So you got to be a fucking guy if you want to get there. And I like the fact that it feels like that's what Tom's stressing. You know what I mean? Because we know Peyton has the Manning Passing Academy, which has certainly come into full conversation piece for some reasons, for one reason or another. It's been happening a long time. And I feel like Peyton and the Manning family feel obligated to give back to quarterbacks almost. So they try their best to give back to the quarterback community. I enjoy Tom speaking to younger quarterbacks and kind of sharing the game. I don't know how often he does that. I assume it happens on a very regular basis. I hope it'll continue to do that, because that'll mean the league will continue to be great, because that is how information kind of gets passed on. You know what I mean, AJ? So I like seeing that.
That's everybody. I mean, you talk to any player who's been in the league for a while, there's usually one or two guys in that locker room that kind of, I don't want to say like took him under their wing, but at least set him straight or let him know, or just led by example. Like, hey, this dude been here for a while. I just watched him and tried to follow him and do little things that he was doing. Like, there's always somebody that you have to kind of model your game or what your whole preparation off of.